Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today, where I'm going to be talking about how you can transform your look this summer. Now I'm going to be recommending different straps for you to try out, as well as potentially some different outfit combinations. So let's jump into it. Now, before I go fully into the video, if you would take just a moment to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Now, I'm going to do my wristwatch check and my drinks check. So my drinks check today is this beautiful Talisker Sky single malt Scottish whiskey. Now, I've never had this before on the channel, so I'm quite excited to try it on this lovely summer sunny day. So let's take a sip, shall we? I'm just really bad at detecting notes, aren't I? Quite acidic, actually. More like mouth-watering than the last one. Yeah, I actually think I prefer the Glenfiddich to this. This is just a bit too acidic for me. Not really enjoying it. It's kind of annoying because I bought a whole bottle for this as well. So, yeah, this might be one I pair with some Coke instead of just having it neat. But I've got a slice of lemon in the glass today. I thought maybe that would sweeten it a little bit. But no, it's just quite acidic. But for my wristwatch check, I'm wearing the beautiful forest green Cavalli on a matching green Stingray leather strap. I think this is just perfectly invokes the summer feeling, and I think it just looks great on the wrist. Now let's jump into the video. So everyone knows you can change up a watch's appearance and feeling on the wrist absolutely massively by simply changing up the strap. So today I'm going to be listing off some of the different strap options you may consider for this summer, and maybe listing why they could be good or may not be so good, starting off with the price and then going on to their utility and maybe some outfits that you could pair the straps with. So let's start off with leather, because I love leather straps. Leather is a really lovely way to get a semi-formal look but also be able to wear it very casually. The only downside to leather really is the fact that it degrades very heavily, so if you did go into water it would degrade very quickly compared to something like NATO straps, which would just not degrade at all. The other thing is that leather is quite expensive, so if you want to have a nice leather strap you could easily be putting down £100, so maybe have that into consideration. You can buy cheap leather straps, but they're not going to be like the highest of quality. They may not look the exact way you want them, so yeah, it's a bit of a thing to play around with. The next one's going to be sailcloth or canvas. Now this is an amazing option for the beach because it is waterproof, or the most of them are waterproof. Obviously check the ones that you're going to be buying, but most of them are waterproof. I love the look of this, especially on my Aquaterra with the Artem sailcloth strap. This just looks fantastic. If you want to see my full review of that, I'll have it linked down below. Really worth a watch. I actually really am proud of that video. Now the other thing I would say about sailcloth, they are a little bit expensive. Some of them coming in way over £100. So like leather, you are paying for that premium feeling. But I would say for sailcloth, you get a more premium feeling than you do for the majority of leather straps. So maybe it's worth it. However, they're not as universal and they are very more casual than... I wouldn't really wear like a sailcloth strap into a business meeting, whereas a leather I could still easily pull it off. So it's not as universal, but it's still really a great option for the summer. So we obviously had to have NATO straps in there because there's just a plethora of different colours and variants available on the market, and a different variety of prices as well. So the majority of NATO straps are going to be very affordable, so you can afford them even if you're a very beginner. I mean, I've got a few that are only £5, so you can't really argue with that, and they are decent quality. Not amazing, but they are decent quality, and they are a great way to test out the colours of the watch to see if you like the look of that NATO, and then you can always invest in a more premium NATO strap if it works well with your watch. Now the thing I love about NATO straps is they have got that waterproof feature. They are very tough, very durable, and easy to switch on and off your watch. The only downside I'd really have to NATO straps is the fact that they do add a lot of thickness to the watch, because especially if you have a double pass, that's adding 2 layers of watch fabric underneath the watch's case back, so it's going to stand a lot more proud off your wrist. But if you're okay with that and you're up for it, definitely go and buy a NATO strap. I mean, they're so cheap, and I'll have a few linked down below, and you can definitely just pick them up all day on AliExpress and, you know, give it a try this summer. Dive into the ocean, enjoy it. I'm only going to quickly mention this because I don't really think there's much to cover. OEM bracelets, maybe you've had it on like a leather strap for ages, your watch is just, you know, you've worn it on a leather or a silicone or something, and you're a bit bored of it. Maybe switching back to an OEM bracelet can give it a really nice refreshing feel. Wouldn't really recommend it, to be honest, because I just think OEM bracelets are a bit boring, generic. Well, generally they're quite boring. The only thing I don't really like about bracelets, okay, there's a couple things. They're expensive, they're rattly, and they scratch easily. They are waterproof though, but they are also heavy. So yeah, I recommend some of the other options opposed to this. Not very summery really either, and they can be casual, but not really. So yeah, let's go on to the next option instead, which is Silicone, which is very sporty, very summery, and very sort of outdoorsy, because you can get this wet all day and have no worries whatsoever. Now, the only thing I'd say with Silicone is that, yes, the pricing is really quite affordable. Generally, you can pick them up for under £50. However, the thing I'd say about Silicone is very easy to sort of tear. So they're very prone to getting cut. So I doubt you're going to be like in many knife fights or anything when wearing the strap, but they are a little bit more susceptible to, compared to the other straps, of getting torn when getting cut. So not as durable as some of the other options. So that's my summary of the different watch straps, but now I'm going to try and create a few different outfits based on those straps. So let's do it very generic, very simple. Let's start off with the leather. I think if you're going to have a leather strap this summer, why not pair it with something like I'm wearing now? So a nice sort of white shirt, maybe some jeans. I think this would look fantastic with either a blue dial watch, a black dial watch, a white dial watch. It goes with basically anything. So that would look absolutely amazing. As far as a sailcloth, I think this would look really good actually. Maybe in like a swimming trunks, just really super casual when you're on the beach, just lounging about. I think this would look amazing. NATO straps, yeah, you could literally wear anything with this. This is just so super universal, very, very casual. It's your pick really. Bracelet, you know, it's very sort of, you know, like I said, quite more formal. So maybe like a summery jacket, or maybe a linen shirt instead of like a cotton shirt, or something a little bit more high end, you know. I don't really, it's kind of hard to gauge really. Some people love wearing casual with their bracelets, so I'd leave that one up to you. And last but not least, Silicone. For Silicone, I think it would look absolutely amazing with just a simple t-shirt and shorts. Just something really casual, but also like you're ready to tear off your t-shirt and jump straight into the ocean if you need to, because you want to go and jump in and cool off. So that's going to be my little selection of outfits. I know it's not really that in depth at all, but I hope this gives you some ideas of what you could be wearing this summer and maybe helps you get in the summer feel and the summer mood. Now, that's really going to be all for today's video. It's a very short video. I just thought I'd throw it out there. It may help some people. I really hope you've enjoyed it regardless. If you have, please make sure to subscribe and like down below. Thank you ever so much for watching. Goodbye.